Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. You know the name and you know his face. He was a pivotal leader of the American Civil Rights Movement. As a Baptist minister, he led the Montgomery bus boycott, and in 1963, the March on Washington, where he delivered his speech, "I Have a Dream." While exploring for outdoor art in my area, I took a trip down Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. On this 2.9-mile stretch of road, I noticed I couldn't find art that showed the face of this great leader. Finally, I found something. You don't notice it at first behind a tree, but a mural on an elementary school wall of other leaders, including one of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. This school was one of 3 schools and 2 parks on this street, and all there is a view as you drive by is simply mist. You know his name, but what about his face? In Daytona Beach, Florida, home of the minor league Daytona Cubs, is a historical ballpark. It is the first site to host a racially integrated game in baseball history. To honor this, it was named the Jackie Robinson Ballpark. Jackie Robinson was the first African American to break the color barrier in playing for a major league team. In front of the stadium is a statue of this historical figure. In November 1998, Jackie Robinson Ballpark was listed on the National Register of Historical Places for its status in the Civil Rights Movement. For Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., shouldn't we be more responsible for having something more visible to honor not just his name, but his face? In Stamford, Connecticut, a major street has the honorary name Jackie Robinson Way. We know his name, but we will never forget his face. Dr. Martin Luther King became the youngest person in 1964 to receive the Nobel Peace Prize for his nonviolent efforts. And on April 4, 1968, in Memphis, Tennessee, James Earl Ray ended Dr. King's life, but never killed his legacy or his dream. In 1986, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day became a national holiday as President Bush, with the King family, signs the act to make it possible. If it wasn't for the efforts of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., we might not have the unprecedented candidates running for president, like a woman candidate from Arkansas in Hillary Clinton and an African-American male from Illinois in Barack Obama. You know his name, but what about his face? Well, I have a dream that one day every street in America that bears his name should have art that is visible from the street to help remind everyone that our civil rights took a great man to help achieve. You know his name, but what about his face? And I'm James J. Silverman. Thank you for watching.